Proposal letter to Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of World Health Organization. This proposal letter has been prepared in commemorating of the 7th anniversary of the launching of the national movement for walking barefoot in Korea. I'm the chairman of the national movement of walking barefoot in Korea. Dear Director General Tedros, greetings. I would like to begin by expressing my deep respect for the World Health Organization's dedication to promoting the health of people around the world. On World Health Day 2002, WHO issued a recommendation for the health and well-being of individuals and society, recommending regular daily walking or cycling of 30 minutes or more. In addition to physical and mental well-being, the results of 30 minutes of walking every day decreases diseases such as heart attack, diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, stress, depression, and other health complications caused by a sedentary lifestyle by 50%. 2 years later, in May 2004, WHO announced and enacted guidelines for common diet and exercise around the world to overcome obesity. It became clear that the spread of obesity around the world has a serious effect on human health, with infectious diseases and other illnesses. WHO has considered obesity as a significant risk factor for chronic diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and cancer. Once seen as a phenomenon of high-income countries, obesity is now soaring in developing nations, particularly in their urban environments. Since then, WHO has encouraged countries to implement an exercise promotion program to reduce non-communicable diseases, named ACTIVE under the World Health Organization's Global Action Plan on Physical Activity in June 2018. The four main tenets included creating an active society, an active environment, through expanding safe and well-managed infrastructure and public space to promote walking, cycling, and other physical activities, and then on to creating active people, ultimately an active system. Also around that time was the Walk the Talk initiative introduced in 2018 to promote healthy lifestyles, emphasize the importance of everyone's health, and connect international and regional health organizations. Of course, it was all about wearing shoes and walking on asphalt, as per the next photograph. Walk the Talk, Geneva, 2023. The question, however, is in the efficiency and the consistency of the above prescription for exercise in the form of walking with shoes. In other words, the cause of the rapid increase in chronic diseases in modern people is simply because of lack of exercise, resulting in an overweight population and obesity, and in chronic diseases such as cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. If the causal relationship is clear, resolving obesity, the cause, should have improved the effects of cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. However, according to a 2011 report by the University of Washington Health Measurement and Assessment Institute, IHME, that looked at global cancer trends. Over the past 27 years, there was a 67% increase in cancer patients over a 15-year period. In short, WHO's initial estimate of a 50% decrease in the number of chronic disease patients is showing conflicting results, with an increase of 67% in cancer patients alone. I will show you the trend. Yes, it is. We cannot deny that obesity is one of the causes of such chronic diseases. But we have also seen those who are not struggling with obesity suffer from many modern diseases and ailments, including cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. This suggests that it is a stretch to say that overweight and obesity are the direct cause of these modern illnesses, and that even if obesity is eradicated, diseases such as cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease will remain in a threat to our human health. Since the 19th century, modern disease has been caused by the blockage of electrical communication with the earth, brought about by the wearing of shoes with insulating rubber soles. I believe it is time we acknowledge that free radicals produced in the body must be discharged out of the body through bare feet, but are blocked by non-conductive rubber-soled shoes, asphalt, and paved surfaces. Korea's Dusan Encyclopedia also states that about 90% of modern diseases are related to free radicals. Specifically, diseases such as cancer, arteriosclerosis, diabetes, stroke, myocardial infarction, hepatitis, kidney disease, atopy, Parkinson's disease, as well as those caused by UV and radiation. It goes on to say that ridding the body of free radicals decreases the chances of these health risks. If so, we have to question whether the WHO's 20 years of working promotion initiatives were appropriate, as they only encourage walking in shoes to resolve a simple lack of exercise without neutralizing and extinguishing free radicals. This is all the more important as it has been shown that walking exercise while wearing shoes produces additional free radicals depending on the intensity of the exercise. High-intensity exercise can increase free radicals in the body and cause cancer, as explained in a book titled Dark Search: Secrets of People Who Beat Cancer, published in 2012 by reporters of KBS's TV program, Secret of the Life and Death. If there are more free radicals than necessary, they bind to lipids to attack normal cells and damage DNA cells. Damaged by free radicals grow into mutant cells and eventually cause various diseases, including cancer. Park Sung-tae, who has climbed more than 3,000 mountains throughout Korea in shoes, was diagnosed with prostate cancer at the age of 74 and had the PSA score of 935.6. The cancer metastasized two thoracic vertebrae, numbers 9 and 10, appearing as rotten black in MRI scans. And while awaiting the death at home, he came across my book, Walk Barefoot. With the certainty that he would survive if he walked barefoot, he found out after 2 months of walking 3-4 hours a day without shoes in Kumde Mountain that vertebrae numbers 9 and 10 had miraculously cleared up in the scans. In addition to the book mentioned above, The Miracle of Barefoot Walking in 2019 and The Barefoot Walking Saved Me in 2023 highlight numerous cases of barefoot walking preventing or healing illnesses such as thyroid cancer, breast cancer, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, blood cancer, appendix cancer, uterine sarcoma cancer, liver cancer, hemiplegia, atopic dermatitis, fibromyalgia, plantar fasciitis, knee arthritis, and intervertebral stenosis. It has been shown that removing footwear that which blocks us from the ground can allow proper movement and functioning of the musculoskeletal systems, as well as the neutralization of free radicals, preventing and even healing various cancers and chronic illnesses. Judging from the above cases in Korea and the grounding theory and the healing cases described in Earthing, the most important health discovery ever, published in 2010 by Mr. Clint Orber, Martin Drucker, Stephen Sinatra, MD, we need to correct the long-standing stereotype and casual error that WHO has defined so far. Chronic diseases originate from lack of exercise and obesity, and increasing walking can reduce such chronic diseases by 50%. Recognizing the importance of barefoot walking, I hope that the Korean health authorities as well as WHO will recommend barefoot walking as an exercise to people around the world, and also recommend dedicated barefoot walking paths and fit washing areas among other infrastructure for the proliferation of the activity. To governments around the world, until that day comes, Korea's national barefoot exercise movement will keep going until the people of the Republic of Korea, as well as all mankind, finally recognize divine providence and experience the truth that walking barefoot can lead to a healthy world without disease. So one day, not far in the future, it is our hope that the WHO's initiatives to promote walking and exercise come to include barefoot walking, or ultimately evolve into a barefoot walking program. Perhaps the Walk the Talk program will one day be reborn as the world's barefoot walking festival. Look, one more picture. The picture shown is from the Walk the Talk event in New York City in September 2019. Everyone with shoes on walking over cracked and broken asphalt road. This is representative of modern people suffering from numerous diseases, hiding behind the convenience of modern civilization. I think we should work together in the direction of the images below. Let's see. From the Demosan forest path so that people can enjoy a healthier lifestyle walking barefoot on this beautiful earth like us. Let's see the next picture. In Demo Mountain in Seoul. There will be more laughter in the world if we turn the pavement of asphalt, cement, and other non-conductors in large and small public spaces into dirt roads. Riverside areas such as the Hudson River in New York, the Thames in London, and the Seine in Paris would be ideal examples. I have no doubt that the widespread adoption of barefoot walking as an exercise will be a breakthrough in achieving the 2002 WHO projection of decreasing the number of chronic patients by at least 50% in the next few decades. On July 15, 2023, we are making an open proposal addressed to the WHO on the occasion of the 7th anniversary of the national movement for walking barefoot in Korea, with a seminar titled Legislation of Earthing Rise and the Search for Global Solidarity to Revitalize the Barefoot Walking Movement. First, please conduct a scientific verification of the following 6 healing and anti-aging effects that are associated with barefoot walking and grounding. First, antioxidant effect. Second, blood dilution. Third, ATP generation and anti-aging. Fourth, stress relief. Fifth, inflammation and pain relief. Sixth, healthy immune system. Second, please encourage governments around the world to implement the barefoot walking exercise promotion program below in correspondence with the WHO's active program. First, Barefoot Walking Society, secure communications personnel to raise awarenesses. Second, barefoot walking environment, expansion of public spaces, infrastructure for barefoot walking. Third, barefoot walking people provide regular barefoot walking exercise programs. Fourth, barefoot walking system create efficient implementation and support system. By taking these steps to exercise the barefoot in parks and on paved paths, we sincerely hope that all mankind will achieve the WHO's goal of reducing the incidence of chronic disease by 50% and achieve a healthy human society without disease as soon as possible. Thank you very much. 박동창 Ph.D. Chairman, National Movement for Walking Barefoot of the Republic of Korea. Thanks for your paying attention to my request and proposal. Hope to have positive feedback from WHO. Thank you very much.